It's time for Side Scrollers on YouTube.com. With me, Stuttering Craig. You got a goal? Go get it. Adam Krigler.
Hey, buddy.
And producer extraordinaire, Travis Key.
Hi, guys.
Co-hosted with some of the most talented friends from around the internet. And brought to you by you, the G2 community, at patreon.com/sidescrollers. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig. Welcome to the #1 entertainment and gaming podcast on planet Earth. It's Side Scrollers. Joining me today, the birthday boy from the other side of the world, the best gamer in the room, everybody. Happy birthday to Adam Krigler.
Thank you very much. It is my birthday. I really, normally I hate birthdays, but I'll be honest. I'm having a pretty damn good birthday so far.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my wife got me this. I forgot that I really, really wanted this. I guess I've been talking about it a lot, and I forgot that I wanted it, and I got it right here. She got me a freaking nail gun.
What?
Yo, with the compressor inside. No need for a compressor. You just got the freaking portable nail gun. I've been wanting this thing for so long. I'm hyped. This thing is freaking awesome. I can't wait to build something with it. I love tools.
You have reached ultimate masculinity now. Congratulations.
I'm a tradesman. I love building stuff, and I've got some plans. I need to fix some trim around the house, and it's freaking great. I love it. So, yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna reserve my next go. I was gonna say. No, I'm not even gonna say it.
You have to say it now.
No. Okay, I want to say it with Ron. I was going to say, speaking of trim, it's labs.
Damn.
Did you guys know that term, trim?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Nothing. No worries.
I'm Googling.
It was just a term used in the 90s.
Use the Urban Dictionary.
Dictionary.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Are we gonna call? Are we calling HR? Yes. Yeah. That's what he meant. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was it exactly?
Oh,
She found the right definition.
Oh, that's awesome.
no. Wow.
Also joining us today, very briefly, will be on mostly in the background. It's Travis Keys. There's
Travis.
Sorry, I'm eating candy.
Okay. And Travis will be joining us throughout the show occasionally, but he'll be mostly getting us go. But I'm done with this stupid wig. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Sorry.
No.
I didn't say anything.
All episode. I wasn't gonna
good.
say anything either, but I was like, I'm gonna ignore it.
It's in my face. It's in my face. I
Just
can't.
get like a headband so it's out of your face, but it's still on.
No, I want it annoying him the whole time.
Suffer.
Do I look good?
You
do I
look
look
fabulous.
My daughter said I look like a teenager.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah,
Totally.
2010 era.
All right, I will absolutely commit to it. All right. But also joining us today for the first time ever, so excited to announce, it's time for the one, the only, Epic Mike.
That was a very epic intro. Wow.
I really needed the sound. Bam, 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 bam. I heard it and it didn't. Thank you.
That solidifies it right
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
There you go.
Epic,
Mike, how are you?
Good, man. I'm good. I appreciate you having me. It feels like home already, you know?
Oh,
I
you're
got
home,
my-
baby.
I got my buddies here, you know, and this is our second time meeting because the first time was me screaming obscenities at you in Mario Kart. So,
Well,
Did
to
you
be fair,
survive
you were
that?
probably yelling at everyone from
Yeah,
the
He
back,
yells at me.
all the way from the
everyone.
back.
No,
How
no, no.
dare
I was
you
doing
be
good that
better
day.
than me?
I was doing pretty good that day.
I don't want to hear it. I
I'm
don't want to
moving
hear
up in the world in Mario Kart, man.
it. Sure.
Mike, I don't know if you've heard this or not, but I'm in the process of creating a 150cc junior class to Geeks and Gamers 200cc nonsense. Like that's just straight up nonsense.
For the game journalists amongst
absolutely.
the crews, you know.
Listen, for all those who really care to get the true story in game journalism, that's what this is going to be for.
We're gonna play Mario Kart. I really just want to experience the story of Mario Kart.
It's awesome,
Right.
So,
I want to know more about the lore.
so if
Yeah.
you'd like to be a part of this experience, you're more than welcome. I think it'd be fun because the idea is that you treat it like European soccer and you have relegation and promotion. So the bottom two people from the 200cc they move down to the 150cc. And the 150cc, the top two people, they move up to the 200cc.
Wow.
And we have like leagues and stuff. It'd be fun, man.
I'm down for that. Yeah.
I got big visions and stuff.
Sounds like the dream. Yeah. As long as
Now,
I can keep yelling obscenities. Yeah.
I have
Sure.
an idea. Are we gonna do like teams? You know,
Got it.
like within it, right? Because I feel like there's something there. Because there's team races too, and there's things that we could do that also like we got the side scrollers crew. You know, the
Yeah.
Geeks and Gamers crew, and people would have to pick like, well, we only have 4 people, so you know,
Well,
we
I
already
will-
kind of have our team.
I'll say
Trav,
this.
I hope you're good at Mario Kart.
Trav, you good at Mario Kart?
Good answer.
Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. at all.
Sign. Shit. Yeah.
Hey, check it out. Getting us started off.
Yes.
Tom Berry Massa with the $25 super chat says, "Happy birthday, Adam." Yes,
Thank you,
it
Tom
is
Berry.
Yeah.
Adam's.
It is.
What are you? 38? You said 38.
16.
39. I'm
39. Ooh,
Last
man.
year, my 40s. I'm okay with it. So on that note, I want to show my favorite birthday cake I've ever received.
Oh,
All right, I just got it. I was running a little late, and I didn't even know what time it was. She just was like, "The birthday cake's ready," and then I went downstairs and we were eating it. It's not what you think. Okay, now I've had a lot of interesting birthday cakes, but this one is my favorite. This is called a smorgastorta. Okay, it's a Swedish sandwich cake. Okay, and it's got like egg on top. It's got lunch meat, caviar, cucumbers, tomatoes. I mean, it's literally a sandwich in cake form. Now, that might be weird. That might seem weird to you, but I gotta say, it's freaking delicious. Shut up! Shut up! Your eyes! Shut your eyes!
Don't look at it.
Shut up your eyes! I don't like the way you're looking at my. Don't look at my cake anymore.
I was literally thinking it was like some type of construction theme cake with a little drill
no.
on it or
That's-
something.
that's the gift.
Cucumbers!
That's the gift I got. Is the
Yeah.
construction? Look how badass this thing
The
is.
thing is
You're
bad.
just gonna go around like nailing stuff all day long.
I've had
Shoot nails at
I've
people
had
that
to
judge you
resist.
about your cake.
No, I like you guys. I like you guys. So
Yay!
you're lucky
You can pull off
because I do
Home
have a
Alone
nail
stunts.
gun right here. Both are in reach. All right.
Happy birthday, Adam. That's so rad. That's a
Thanks,
rad
Mike.
gift too, though. Like,
Isn't it?
legit. Yeah.
Which one? The cake or the nail
No,
gun?
The nail gun.
The nail gun. I know.
Yeah.
This thing is pretty rad.
Wow.
And you know what's here? Give me the camera again. Look at this. This is-
oh
this
yes.
is
So
what-
it's just.
This is what's even better. Ready? You can't really see it, but right there it says Brad Nailer. And actually, I'm gonna get rid of the B, and it's literally gonna say Rad Nailer.
Dude,
I know. I'm cool.
there it is. There
Right?
it is. You can't beat that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Way to go! I love your creativity. Love it.
Yeah.
It's good. In a weird way.
I really can't take Craig serious, the wig. It's
Wig?
like he's like
What
a
wig?
female.
Legs.
Craig.
But
Hey.
we're supposed to ignore it.
Well,
Well,
he totally ruined it before. Now
I
we
know.
can't ignore it.
It's all up in my face. I can't do it. You know what's funny is as I did not plan on doing this. So let me. My mom is watching. You guys know my mom.
Hey, did you
watches
get
the
him the
show.
poster? Did you get him that cheesy poster? Please tell me you did.
Yeah. We
No,
need an
you know-
update on that.
I really want
Uh,
to make fun of him for it, and it's all because of you. You're
Listen.
the best.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, Adam. When the poster is there, you will not know by me telling you. You'll know by
Uh-huh.
it being on the
It'll
back
just
wall.
appear.
It'll be on the back, and we will celebrate
Thank
the
you.
poster. No, but so last night I was, my mom was like, "Hey, it'd be really funny if you took some stuff and you glued it to your hair or glued it to your head." And I was like,
A Lego
like-
brick.
right. I was like, "Mom, I'm not gonna glue anything to my hair." So we
I don't know.
stopped.
I
by-
think she's onto something.
I'm not gonna glue anything to my head.
Crazy
So
glue.
right, I was like, I'm not gonna glue anything to my brand new bald head. So so we stopped by her house last night, and my mom, she has like wigs and stuff because she like
And old,
I don't know,
maybe
old,
buttons.
wigs and buttons. Is that?
Well, she said glue stuff to your head and, go over to like, I don't know how old she is. And I mean this in no offense at all. But, I feel like older people have buttons, like jars of buttons or something. It's
like buttons.
maybe I'm jumping, maybe I'm making assumptions about your mother, but I would love for you to just start gluing buttons. That's where my mind went. I'm sorry.
I was hoping for bedazzled rhinestones.
There we go.
I just love
So,
the
like, pie
idea.
on it.
I mean, I love the idea that in your mind, old people have wigs and buttons. That's it.
Well, not the
That's
wigs, but the buttons.
The buttons.
Definitely
yeah.
buttons. I don't know why. Hey, you never know,
man.
man. Oh, this thing lost a button. I might have a button that would match.
Well,
I'm gonna be that old guy one day. I'm gonna have a collection of buttons. I'm not
So
joking.
you tin
I may or
that.
may not already have a collection of buttons somewhere.
I hope so.
I do.
Well, we went
Moving
over.
on.
We went,
Moving
We
on.
went no, not moving on because we went over and grabbed a wig, and this is I figured I'd look like Oasis, and this in a weird way you can't really tell, but there's wispies out the back here, right?
No.
And this is actually kind of what my hair used to look like, not this bad, but it would wisp out on the back when I had a full head of hair. So,
Okay,
anyways.
so what we're witnessing right now, people.
Soccer team mom.
This is a classic case of midlife crisis. This is what we're witnessing right here. Mike, have you ever seen anything this bad?
He's about to call for your manager.
Yeah.
Can I speak
mean,
to your manager? Be like, what?
The,
What are you?
the Corvette
like
is
a
already
white
in the
mom.
driveway.
Yeah. Yeah. Motorcycle, leather jacket. Yeah.
gonna go get a divorce and just be just.
Whoa, you went there. You went there. Damn.
This is my 19-year-old girlfriend. She's pretty cool. She's not with me for the money, I promise. Yeah.
Her name's Lexi. She's also a dancer. She loves animals. It's like-
Oh God.
They're real.
oh man.
She loves yoga.
Wrong. There we go. But I'll say this. So I took the wig back last night to the house, and when I got back, my 8-year-old, I had my hat on, and we didn't even address it. And so my 8-year-old, who was scarred by me shaving my head, she was looking at me, and she was one of those things where it was like, it's fake, it's not real. And I was like, well, don't pull on it because it'll hurt my head. And it was one of those things where it was so cute because she actually thought it was real for about 10 seconds, And I was like, she goes, how'd you grow all that hair? I said, I just squeezed really hard and it just popped on out.
That's what Mike does, actually.
Yeah.
Although you can't really tell, his hair is actually very big. This is a new look. You look kind of like a badass right now.
Well, I appreciate
Um,
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice change from how you normally look.
Yeah,
It
well,
looks-
I also I need to get some stuff.
What the hell does that mean? What the hell?
Normally,
The hell?
this whole section here is taken up by my hair. So
Yeah.
now I'm like, there's a lot of blank space up here. I need to put something there.
There's a wall
So when I cut
behind
my
you.
hair, it's there. Yeah.
You look good. You look good.
Yeah, I appreciate
Epic,
that. Yeah.
Epic's not just a catchy name. It's a mountain of truth.
Lifestyle. Yeah.
That's
Mike has ears
it's a
now.
lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I do.
told he had ears before. I didn't believe it. But I
No,
guess-
yeah, I had to prove. This is mostly to prove the ear conspiracy. I do have ears. They are real. Yeah. Yeah.
Evan came in with the $5 super chat. Says, "Happy birthday, young Mr. Freeze! And your sandwich cake gave me serious cooking with Jack vibes. Lol, love you, man."
Cooking with Jack. What is that? Anyone know?
So Cooking with Jack is a show. I think it's the show I watched it a couple nights ago on my stream, where it's this guy in his kitchen, and
Okay.
he's more or less making these really crazy ass recipes. He made one from his grandma the other day, which included pimentos, Cool Whip, a jar of mayonnaise, and it was supposed to be this. It was the most backwards ass thing I've ever seen in my life, to the point to where, and I do not get nauseous very easily, but while watching it, seeing the sound, hearing the sound, seeing what it looked like, it looked just like, and
Okay.
I had a hard time. So
Anyway.
I gotta say, okay, that sounds disgusting. I agree. I mean, pimentos and Cool Whip and mayonnaise, oh god. But
Mm-mm, no.
I gotta ask, do you guys like sandwiches?
I
Do you like
love
a good sandwich?
sandwiches.
You like a
Okay,
good
so
sandwich?
I like sandwiches.
Oh!
Oh, really? You like sandwiches?
Yeah, I have it on good authority. Blabs does not like sandwiches.
Stop it! Stop it.
I need to hear
Listen,
more.
Mike. Okay.
So-
No,
Blab
let him
has-
finish. Let him finish,
Here's the
Blabs.
thing. Like, I have all the respect in the world for bagels. Bagels are delicious.
Amazing.
I don't
Love
think
bagels.
I don't think they make good sandwiches because they have a massive hole in the middle.
All right,
I know
get 'em
this
out of there.
because I've
Get 'em out.
I've eaten
Get
breakfast
'em out.
before. It spills out of the center of the bagel.
Get him out of there.
It makes
Get
a
him out
huge
of there.
mess.
No!
You gotta
Get him
have
out of here.
toasted bread.
No,
And
no.
Blab seems to think that the only way to make a good sandwich was only with bagels. Also, there has
Only
been
with
numerous
bagels?
occasions
Ugh.
where people have had conversations and asked Blabs. She talks about the sandwich, how good she is at making sandwiches. She refuses to make sandwiches for anybody that's ever asked her on numerous occasions.
Ooh.
So I don't know. I kind of think this is a thing, and also, you know, I'm still of the mind that Blabs may be Canadian, and I don't know how much they actually really know about sandwiches. So
Well, Blabs is actually from Guam, well established.
that actually makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah, yeah, which is
She's
very
a
odd.
princess from down there.
Yeah.
Right.
She escaped.
Number one journalist also.
That's right.
Wow.
Yep. A
Um,
princess journalist.
now I will back you up on this, Mike. I'll back you up on this. The
Kick him
idea,
out.
the idea that that
So I gotta say, Blabs, I'm with you on the bagel sandwiches. All right, but I don't know if they are the only thing that make a good
That's
sandwich.
not what I even said. Mike
Doesn't
says
matter.
that.
That's
Hold, let me
absolutely
let
what
me
you
finish. Let me finish. Okay.
Go on.
I gotta
You still-
also. I gotta say, Blabs, when someone's asked you to make a good sandwich, when you claim to make a good sandwich and you don't produce, I mean, you're
It's
hiding
kinda
something.
hard to make him a sandwich across, the
Hey,
seas, because I'm in Guam,
You make
right, Mike?
you make it happen. All right.
Wow. I've
You want
met
me
you
to
in person,
mail it?
Blabs.
Your
You didn't
your
make me a sandwich
sandwich
when I met you
making
in person.
integrity is on the line, Blabs.
I met her in person not once.
We
She
didn't
made me
have
a sandwich.
sandwiches all week. I was very upset.
So
and
wait,
when you
I
add the
went out-
marinara, that is why it doesn't make a good bagel. Do you guys get all that?
Yeah, every single word, Craig. Great job. Very, very good.
I feel very vindicated right now. Yeah.
Can I claim my statements here?
No.
So
No.
bagels, sandwiches are the best. Bagel, egg, bacon.
Not the best.
Okay,
Amazing.
well,
You see what I'm saying?
They're really
you see the
great for
extremism that she
breakfast.
pushes here?
Yeah,
They're
what's
the
up with that?
best. Like,
Can I? I'm never gonna be able to finish my lore. All right, listen. So every morning last year, I would send a selfie of me eating a horrific sandwich of like a bagel and like making like cross-eyed faces to like Mike, Josiah, and Lethal and all that because we had like a Call of Duty team, and they would make fun of me and say that bagel sandwiches are horrific. They're not. They're great. I love them. They're like the best breakfast food you could ever get for. So now, apparently, anytime I say sandwiches, it's like you eat bagel sandwiches. You don't know what anything is. But
here's the
then
thing.
Mike texted me one day saying that he eats steak on bagels and then deleted his text message, so I don't have the receipts
That
or
sounds,
anything anymore.
that sounds like the most slanderous thing I've ever heard.
See?
I don't
Steak and
understand.
bagels?
Yes,
I don't
he said it
understand
to me
where-
once,
where
and
she's
then he
going about
deleted it,
this.
saying, I'm never gonna.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna
What,
have
now, I've
receipts.
had steak and
Deleted it
eggs
on me.
before, and steak and eggs is delicious. I would never
Now-
put steak on a bagel sandwich.
It
It's weird.
happened.
Okay, listen. As somebody who enjoys both steak and eggs and a bagel,
Yeah.
I have indeed had the steak and eggs on the bagel. Here's the problem with the bagel, though. The bagel is a superior bread product. This has been established. It is soft, right, with also a little bit of crunch on the outside, making it outstanding. Now, if they could only fill the damn hole in the
Yes.
middle, it would be the ideal bread for sandwiches. But
100%.
alas, that's something we have
That
not
huge
we've
hole
not
in the
discovered
middle
yet.
is a problem.
Hold on. No. I have to push back here. Okay. Whoever
Get him,
made your bagel sandwich doesn't know how to make a good bagel sandwich.
Yep.
Because you can construct a good bagel sandwich that has maybe the lunch meat
No
on the
leakage.
top that protects anything from going through the hole, top or bottom. Trust me, there's ways about going about constructing a good solid bagel sandwich that doesn't, get messy. All right?
Mhm.
Craig's like, I need a drink. I need a
He's
drink.
like, I
over
need to
there."
write this down. I gotta write
No.
that down.
Look, here's the thing. Here's the problem with this. And let's actually Mike, welcome to Side Scrollers. This is important. All
No,
right.
listen, I understand. This is very important.
This is
Yeah.
important. Okay, look,
Yeah.
when you have something like this is a bagel here. All right. We have a bagel. All right.
Uh-huh.
You have all sorts of things inside the topic, underneath said bread. The problem is that when you enter the center spot, right? Let's say you were to eat all the way up to this point, then you just have a bite of sandwich sans bread. No bread right here. The no bread bite is an ender for me.
Okay.
Right?
Now I have to say this says a lot more about you and your bagel sandwich eating skills.
Yeah, it
because
sounds like a you.
if you
problem.
proportion your bites properly, you can get a little extra meat in that one bite that's like hovering around the hole, if you will. This sounds very dirty, actually, if I'm being
Listen.
honest.
But
Okay,
you know, you're
look,
starting to
look,
see,
you-
Adam. The
you
more you
slice
defend the bagel,
you
the
slice
more it
that
starts
thing
to
in
sound
half.
pretty-
You slice that thing in half. You got a whole
Adam's my
different. You
favorite
got a
right
whole
now. He's
different
defending
range.
me.
Look, some people
year
don't like
later.
crust on their sandwiches, right? Some people don't like the crust. I like the crust. A bagel offers more crust. If you throw it in the toaster, just a light toast going on. Gorgeous.
Bloody came in with the super chat. Thank you so much, Bloody. Says, happy birthday, Adam. Today is my birthday, too. Hopefully my cake
Hey!
is better than yours looks.
I don't
Thank you
care.
so much, Bloody.
Hey.
Hey, look. This cake is for me. It's not for anyone else.
I will
all right?
say this,
and it's my favorite cake.
Yeah.
I'm
kind of
looking at it right now. I'm a little like salivating. Anyway,
I like cakes, some simple cakes and stuff like that, but I will say that looks pretty rad.
It's
that
good.
looks like
It's
a rad
delicious.
treat. Yeah.
I would eat that for
delicious.
dinner, not dessert, though.
it is dinner. It's food. It's not
Yeah.
a cake.
Oh, I
cake.
thought you meant it was like dessert. I'm like, you're
Craig's
gonna have
having a
that after
moment
you just
here.
had a whole
Yeah.
meal.
No, that was my meal.
I am having a moment here, Mike.
I'm caught up now.
I'm having a big moment because I'm having a hard time taking advice from a guy about a bagel who eats a freaking cake with cucumbers on it. What the hell is
It's
that about?
refreshing. Cucumbers
No.
are fabulous.
I cannot take bagel
I don't need you to
advice.
validate me, baby. I'm happy. All right, I'm happy being me. All right, and I'm living my best life. What do you got?
I just want to
What you
point
got?
out, though, here's the thing. Blabs' take on sandwiches has caused a
no.
division amongst this panel instantly.
You
there was
started
instant
this.
tension.
You
I didn't
started
start
this.
this. I did not start this. We have replay. We can go back on this. Blabs' take on sandwiches is what divides people, and that's my concern.
I love bagel sandwiches. They make me
I wanna
happy.
bring people
I just
together,
like
and
being
this-
pleasantly
and
plump with
here's
a
the
big
thing.
bagel. It's great.
My favorite part about this was she got into it with a guy, a buddy of mine, and she was like, who's from the UK, and she's like, "What? You think you're an
disparate.
expert on sandwiches? Because you're British?" And then
Wow.
he sent her the guy that invented the sandwich was a British guy. She's like now she's going back to the invention of sandwiches and trying to shame the guy that made them and tell him
Wait.
he's wrong.
Hold on. I need clarity here. The idea of somebody who the guy who decided to put something in between two slices of bread was from England?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I'm sorry.
sandwich invention is. from
I'm
England.
sorry.
I think it's crazy.
Sorry, whoever's making that claim. I bet humans have been doing this a lot longer than Britain was formed.
Mike's googling
Like
right
thousands
now.
of years, wheat has been turned into bread. I'm sure that someone was like, maybe we should put something in the bread, in between, like open the bread up and put some, I don't know. It seems a little
He's a
silly.
liar.
I know
or
it seems a little
something.
silly, but John Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwich.
The 4th Earl of Sandwich, that's a pretty cool name, I gotta be honest.
Story goes he was playing
Pretty
cards
good.
and did not want to leave the gaming table to eat. He asked for a serving of roast beef to be placed between 2 slices of bread so he could eat it with his hands.
Wow. John, the Earl of Sandwich. There's actually a sandwich shop called the Earl of Sandwich. It's not that bad. It's really good. It's really pretty good. A little change.
I like sandwiches. Case closed. They're fabulous.
Well,
History is a
established.
lie. All of history is just a lie. That's all. That's all
the
I
real
know.
Conspiracy is that that was never. Yeah, that's not true. The more you chase the sandwich thing down, the more you'll start to learn about the real world and how it really works. Yeah.
Hold on. I think Travis actually has some more information about this. Let's go to Travis and.
What do you know, Travis?
Travis, what were you saying about this? What's going on, buddy?
Oh, he already said it. It's John Montague, the Earl of Sandwich. That's why it's called the sandwich.
Lies. It's
Oh,
all
so
lies.
so to be clear, he was from a place called Sandwich.
Yeah, and he was the Earl of that place.
The 4th Earl.
Yeah.
Can you imagine owning land that's called Sandwich?
I bet the first Earl of Sandwich is pissed. He's like, I did that once. No one credited me.
No one cared when I did it.
Why did
What-
the
what a-
4th Earl get it?
What a bonkers ass start of the show. This is crazy. I love it.
I'm Mike.
No.
Sandwiches. Triggered me.
Christopher
No.
came in.
Not yet. 40 is you'd become a dusty old moth.
Listen,
Sorry.
it says,
You can
"Happy
read it.
birthday, Adam! You dusty old moth! You dom you!
No,
You
you're becoming a dusty old moth. There's a difference.
crystallizing.
I'm not there yet. Like you, Craig, that needs to wear a freaking wig to feel
What?
better about yourself.
What? Felt
That's
bitter
all
about
natural.
myself. What are
Maybe
you
it's
talking
Maybelline.
about? Maybe I was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Jeff Ratterfan also came in with 100 bits. Says, "Happy birthday, Adam! Welcome again to the community." That's right. Love that. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much, Jeff Ratterfan. All right. Look, what a spectacular start to the show. I mean, I don't know if we can top anything that just happened for the previous 25 and a half minutes, but we're going to attempt to, because today on the show we're going to talk. We have some news, which is fun, talking about the Wii U of all things. We have some fun stuff from Florida, and we're also going to talk about Lego. But later on in the show, also, we're going to be live from Super Nintendo World over at Universal Studios in Hollywood as G2 Captain Agent is out there. He spent the last few days there, and he's going to be reporting live for us outside the gates and as we walk our way into Super Nintendo World. He said the reception inside is a little spotchy, but we're going to do our best to bring you the best experience we possibly can. So we're all going to go to Super Nintendo World today. There you go.
For my
I'm
birthday
excited.
present, right?
Yeah. No, I was going to get you a cake made of cucumbers.
I already have
And
that.
lettuce.
That's already been done.
No.
Yeah.
There's cucumbers on it, Craig. It's not the same.
Okay, well, that's right. Okay, are you guys?
It's a topping.
It's a topping. That's right. All right, you guys ready to talk some news?
Yeah.
Instead of sandwiches, I mean, we can talk sandwiches if you want. I'll tell you, Blads, I have a request from you. I have a request.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike is, Mike's going to come back on the show again in the future if you'd like to, Mike. And when Mike is scheduled, Blabs, I have a simple request from you. I need you to power rank your top 10 sandwiches.
Okay. Well,
In-
also because Adam's holding that gun very menacingly. if I don't do it.
I love how slow
Rank
it
your
just came out.
sandwiches, Blabs.
That's it.
This is not a
It's just
threat.
Already.
Do
You
it.
say anything I don't like, pow.
He's going to shoot his webcam at you. Can you do that? Can you power rank your top 10 sandwiches?
Yes.
She can do it. She
I can
can.
do it.
Right, Blabs?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What's that called, Adam?
Intimidation?
No, the rad gun.
Oh, yeah. This is the rad gun.
That's right.
Yeah.
There it is right there. All right. All right, let's get into it. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody. The world's favorite segment. It's time for
Hard news.
There you go. Love that. All right.
Bowser.
Let's go. You guys fans of Lego?
I
Love
Lego.
Legos. Yeah.
Mike,
Oh yeah, I love Legos. Yeah.
you built with Legos when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, a lot of them. I used to have a Viking set that was like my favorite. It was like a longboat, and you could just
Dope.
yeah, we went back in the day. Yeah.
Legos are I think they've changed a lot over the years. They were this thing that you just kind of bought a bunch and then you just kind of would build whatever you want, and that was the initial idea. And now they've kind of become kind of like models. They sell kits where they say, okay, this is how you build the pirate ship, this is how you build the castle, this is how you build the Mario Kart track, whatever. And they've done a really good job of licensing Legos to the point of I saw this story today and I was like, holy crap. I'm just gonna ask you guys, how much money do you think Lego made in the year 2022? Mike, start with you.
I'm just
The
gonna
total
throw out,
revenues.
I'm just gonna throw out like $2 billion.
$2 billion. All right.
Go high
All right.
with it. Yeah.
Blabs,
I was gonna say about 3.
$3 billion.
That's high.
Adam,
$10 billion.
well, Blabs,
That's
you are
probably
correct.
still not enough. Sorry, anyway.
If Blabs, if we were playing Prices Right, you would have won because Adam went over, but just barely
Oh!
because they.
But we're not
went-
playing Price Right. Oh, shit. I'm the closest.
No.
That's
No.
what-
He said
No,
I
no,
won.
no. We're not playing Price of Right.
Yeah.
All right. We're playing side scrollers. Guess the closest. All right.
No, we're playing Price is Right. Blabs
I won. But wait, damn it!
Let me have this one. You
It's
won
my
the other one.
it's
that I
my
actually
birthday
won.
today. I get to
Yeah.
make the rules.
Oh, it's Adam's birthday. That would be really rude to not give that to him on his birthday.
I'm tired of this nonsense. Adam's out. All right. All right. Listen, I make the rules. All right. Oh, he's got it. He's got his
Oh,
nail
no, he's
gun
got
out.
the red gun.
What was that,
Red.
Craig?
Oh,
What was
no.
that? Who won?
Okay, that's right. Hey, congratulations. Adam is the winner. Yay!
I almost made you eat the cake, Craig.
Oh, no.
Not the tomatoes. I hate tomatoes.
Well, oh, God. Cucumbers,
That's right.
tomatoes
Suck
on a
it,
cake.
Blabs.
There you go. Adam won. Congratulations. Blabs
Again.
didn't win. Once
Again.
again. I always like to play the
Fair and
game.
square.
Yes. Whenever I see revenues like this, I'm always kind of shocked and bewildered by the idea of how much money this actually is. So I always like to play the game of like how much money did they make per month, right? So I think it'd be fun to play that game really fast. So let's do that. They made $9.28 billion, right? 9.28. So it's 9,280,000. Okay, so it's like there,
Million.
then it's 000, and then it's bam, bam, bam. Okay, so that's how much they made last year, right? So then you divide that by 12, and you say, well, that's what they made per month last year. They made $775 million per month, and then you divide that by, well, I guess you technically couldn't divide that by
31 and a half.
yeah, sure.
Or
Divided
no,
by
30 and a half.
30 and a half. All right. And that's what they do per day, $25 million per day. And then,
Imagine. Wow.
no, of course you can't imagine. No,
No,
of course not. And then you divide that by 24 hours. So that's what they're making per hour is $1 million per hour. And then you divide that. So we're down. Then you divide that by minute. And they're making $17,000 per minute. And then you divide that by 60 per seconds, and they're making $293 per second. So we got a long way to go. Long way to go.
We can-
So,
Dreams are real. Go get your dreams, baby.
anyways,
Lego dream. Yeah.
2.9 billion dollars. At what point do you go like, yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. We made our money. We're in
Never.
good shape.
Never. The board, corporations. I'm going to stop there. I think I've said enough.
Yeah, everyone's got to make their money. Everyone's got to make their money for sure. That's crazy. That is, yeah, that's right. Evan says, got to get them patron numbers up to Lego. Is that, well,
I like where your head's at, Evan.
hey, head over to patreon.com/sidescrollers, become a patron. That'd be great. If we can get to 300 patrons, period, that'd be awesome.
Hell yeah.
I would greatly appreciate that. So anyways, congratulations to Lego for being ridiculously mega super rich. Because if you recall, they were like actually like several years ago, they were teetering like on the around the millennium time. They were totally irrelevant. They were not a company that anybody really cared about at all. And then they started licensing their stuff. They started getting attached to different properties, and they made like the Lego movie. I remember the Lego movie was actually a really big like kind of line in the sand, bringing them back to pop culture reference. Do you guys remember that?
I never
Everything is
watched it.
awesome.
Everything is awesome.
Epic Mike,
did
you never saw it?
The Lego movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I was
I
going to
did.
say, don't you have like 20 kids or something?
Yeah, I have 25 kids actually.
25. Right.
Yeah, no, I
One
love
for
the
every
Lego
day for
movie.
Christmas.
I actually went and saw that on a whim with my wife when it came out in theaters. We were like, we should just go see a movie, and we're like, what's showing? I'm like, the Lego movie? I don't know. Legos are kind of cool, right? And we went and saw it, and we loved it. We were like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is entertaining.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. Epic Mike, we've had this discussion before, but if there was a video game property that you like to see Lego-wized, because they do like the Lego different games.
Yeah.
Is there any property that hasn't been Lego-wized that you'd like to see Lego-wized into a game? Or
Oh man, that's a really, really good question. They've kind of already done it with Lego Batman, but it would be cool to see the Arkham games turn into a Lego style game, like with the same kind of like feel to it and like an actual open Gotham City. But if I had to go back, I don't know. It would be kind of cool to see like a Dark Souls like Lego, because I'm really into Dark Souls. And I'm like, could you imagine what that would feel like? Oh my gosh, dude, the stuff that you could build in that game. Yeah.
Oh man, right,
Yeah.
dude. Speaking to my heart right now.
Yeah.
I actually have an answer. It hasn't been done, but the true Skywalker saga. Now, I mean the real one, the one that George Lucas wrote, because he wrote 7, 8, and 9, and they scrapped it. So there's actually a 7, 8, 9 that Lucas wrote, and I want to see that in Lego
That'd be
form. Like
so
that
cool.
would be dope, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
has that been leaked? Like the idea of what 7, 8, and 9 were supposed to be?
He's talked about
Yeah,
it.
it's about Luke's kids.
Mhm.
Yeah, Luke's kids are like the Skywalker saga was like Luke's kids then become like the next thing.
Wasn't like
Yeah.
Darth Talon in it too?
Darth Talon. Yeah.
Del Taro, yep. I think
Leia was
Maul-
a massive part of it.
Yep.
There's a whole plan for it, and the funny thing is, it was like it checked all the boxes that you'd want to check today, but in the right way, in a good storytelling manner. And
Yep.
they scrapped it all in favor of Rey.
Well, so
Yeah.
Palpatine.
AT-AT.
As somebody I've seen each Star Wars movie exactly once, right? And Star Wars is
All
not
of them.
something, yeah, like all of them, each of them, like all 9 of them. I've seen each of them once, right? And I've seen,
Okay.
I think I watched the first season of Mandalorian. Star Wars to me is not something that's really resonated with me, but I know, like, you know, with Geeks and Gamers, Star Wars is a very big thing.
Was.
And well, it's a big point of contention, I would say.
Truth.
Right?
Yeah, that's
I-
accurate.
And it seems like, just based off what I'm hearing, because hearing what you just said about the whole, you know, Lucas having the next 3 movies written and done, and the idea that they just totally scrapped him. There's very clearly a line of sand in the sand where there was a stopping point, and you could have gone this way, but you went this way, and this way
Yeah.
was already written, but they decided to go this way in its entirety, that's interesting to me. I've never heard that before.
According to Kathleen Kennedy, they didn't have any source material to work on 7, 8, and 9. Nothing at all.
Nothing existed.
Yeah, it's
Not even the other 6 movies.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
bad. But yeah, he had George straight up. He was like, "Yeah, I told him this whole story. I laid it all out for him, and they threw it in the garbage and started over from nothing." Yeah,
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah.
Man,
I wanna
that's
point
insane to
out
think about.
That Craig, I interviewed Craig on G&G website, and he said he enjoyed The Last Jedi.
Which
All right,
one? Which
well,
one was
that's
that?
it. I'm out of here.
Which one
I'm
was that?
nauseous. Instantly
That's-
nauseous.
What
second
you
one of
called
the
with
new
the salt,
ones.
the red planet thing?
That's the second one. Yeah, that's would be the sequel to The Force Awakens. It would be the second of the sequel trilogy.
Maybe okay. So look, I thought visually with the white and the red sand, I thought that looked really cool.
Look
did
at
it not?
Adam. He's frozen in perfect like rendition.
Yeah.
Am I
Wasn't
frozen
that?
right now?
Was it not?
Yeah.
Was it not pretty awesome?
I will say this: there are moments, cinematography wise, in The Last Jedi that are solid. Like it, I mean, but that's about all that there is. I mean, the even as dumb as it is, the hold on maneuver with the crashing the ship, it's an awful, like, it's dumb from a Star Wars standpoint. Cinematically, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful moment. Like, if that happened in any other, like, sci-fi property, it would have been awesome and amazing. It's just that it was in Star Wars and really didn't mean much because you can't do that. So
I am
Yeah.
I am not qualified to talk about Star Wars. I mean, that's been
That's
very
okay.
well established. I freely yes, I freely established that. Yeah, get the rad gun out. Get the rad gun.
I did. I did.
Okay.
I had to put it
Sounds
away.
good.
I was about to use it. I was like, oh,
Man,
I need to put this down.
Take that
Well,
camera.
it's been well established that I'm not an authority when it comes to Star Wars, and I freely admit
You're-
that. But
yeah, you're like as authoritative on Star Wars as Blabs is on sandwiches, is what we're establishing.
man,
there it is.
Freaking
There it is.
shots fired. Let's go. Shots fired.
Mike. Take that back.
I
Nope.
can't.
Nope.
You tried
Can't
to
take it
slam
back.
me
I'm
and say,
qualified on sandwiches. Just because I like bagel sandwiches doesn't mean shit.
well,
All right. You know what I am qualified to talk about now is Nintendo.
Mm.
This is
There we
pretty. This has been circulating around the last couple days. As did you guys have a Wii U, or do you guys ever play a
I
Wii
never
U?
got
have
one.
one still.
No. Well, if
I played one, but I've never had one. No.
so, I was one of the suckers who bought one. Yeah, and it's interesting to see kind of the sales charts on it because it got destroyed. Like in its first year, the Wii actually outsold the Wii U in its launch year.
Wow.
And it never had a chance at success. But a lot of really great games came out of it. But apparently, if you haven't played your Wii U for a while, like it just won't turn on now, and it'll brick to where it's not recoverable. This is something that's been happening alongside several Reddit users. That if you haven't turned it on, it's a NAND corruption issue, which I don't even know what that means, and it bricks the console, and it's unfixable. So you like all your games, all your saves, all your digital data that you previously had is just gone and dead, and you lost it all forever. So I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before.
That's insane.
That's crazy. I'm gonna go try now. I have one. I never used it in like a year.
I'm gonna be kind of brutal. Move on. Move on to a new system. You know.
Oh, okay. I see. Let's talk about the news story.
I just no. All right, moving on, Craig. It's boring. No.
Move on.
No, that sucks. To be honest, like that sucks. It actually happened to my PSP back in the day. Like the battery I probably could have gotten a new battery, and it sounds like it's worse than just the battery dying. Like it actually corrupts the system, and that sucks. But I'm also from the era of like the next generation game is not going to be on the old platform, so you have to move forward and constantly get the Super Nintendo to Nintendo 64. They didn't release Nintendo 64 games on Super Nintendo. That you just moved forward and moved on. And the Wii U is how old now? How long ago did that come out?
About 12 years ago.
A decade?
Wii
Over
U?
a decade.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I thought that came out like 2015.
Who's playing the Wii U right now?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't used it in ages.
Nobody played the Wii U to begin with, but the point,
that's a good point. So who's this affecting?
The point was, I'll tell you exactly why.
You've got one. Blabs, you got one too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
when was the last time you touched it?
Oh, like at least a year, at least. I preferred the Wii, and then it died. That's why I got the Wii U, because it crapped out.
Do you have a Switch?
A Switch? I mean, yeah. It's right here.
When are you going to pick the Wii U over the Switch, though?
I'm not. The only reason I would is to play the old Harry Potter games that I have that won't work on my PC because EA's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Your data, it's gone.
I know.
It's gone.
I'm just like, shit.
Well, let me say this.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, some people pick the Wii U not for the games it's on, but for its modding. People would mod the Wii U to play other games, and that was a very big part of the Wii U culture, at least the sub Wii U culture, not the mainstream. But that was actually a very big part of it.
According to my sources, I can actually mod the Steam Deck to play the Nintendo games.
Yes.
Which is interesting. I haven't done it yet, but
the Steam Deck, I don't have one, but the Steam Deck is like next level with mods.
This is amazing.
This
thing
is nothing but amazing. Yeah.
I can play Elden Ring on the train.
Really?
Oh my gosh! Sorry, I'm
geeking out. That thing is powerful.
I don't know anything really about the Steam Deck. I'm curious now.
I'm gonna be honest. This is a hot take. Maybe people will hate me for this.
Let's hear it. I love hot takes.
The Wii console is my least favorite console to ever exist. I think it was a niche system that tailored itself towards casual gamers. Most people that had it were not real gamers, and people that were real gamers had to deal with the motion controls and just get used to it. But it actually did more damage, I think, to gaming as a whole than any other console that's ever existed.
How so though? Get into the details.
Because what it did was it opened the door because it sold so well, and because the games on it. Listen, it is a good thing for families. I've always loved Nintendo for being able, you can play it with families and the games are really accessible. But what happened is it made so many people go out and buy it and then start considering themselves gamers that then you had Microsoft go and create the Kinect, and then you had PlayStation go out and create the PlayStation whatever the thing was, the giant not sex toy wands that they were using for their motion controls and stuff, because they wanted the piece of that pie. And so then people started calling themselves gamers that weren't really gamers, and then they started expecting all games to be as easy as as accessible as the Wii games were. And then when the Wii U came out, I actually took a breath of fresh air because I thought, hey, you know what? They're finally getting back to to gaming with the unique style of like, you know, they always do something unique with their systems. I love the Switch. I think the Switch is good, but the Switch also has harder games on it, and kind of like, to me, the Switch is actually a gaming console. The Wii was a new, like a casuals console, to be honest, that they
I
put
see.
games on.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Nothing you said was wrong.
Because if
Yeah.
you think about it, a lot of people that I knew that were actual hardcore gamers were playing the GameCube until it didn't run anymore. And if you think about it, that's great. Here's the thing. Go out and look at, like, I don't know, a Goodwill or anything, and you'll see Wii's and Wii games and Wii stuff all over the place. When was the last time you saw anything of a GameCube sitting around? It cost me, I wanted to buy for my wife's birthday Twilight Princess. Cost me $80 because you
Dang.
can't find GameCube games anywhere anymore because people love the console so much that they kept buying it, and there's people that still to this day play that. But like the Wii, it just like, it was a niche, like, fun little thing that people did, and then like moved on. But everybody tried to get into this whole like motion controls and things like that, and it was awful. It was a terrible, terrible, terrible thing to happen to gaming for that stretch. And I was very thankful that I had my Xbox 360 during that time, because I would have been absolutely devastated if that's how things had to go, like, going forward. But I remember when the Xbox One came out, they tried to sell the Kinect with it, and nobody bought it. Everybody was like, no, we don't want that. We'll just go with PlayStation. It was devastating, and then they're like, never mind, we're not selling it anymore. Now there's nothing. There's no talk about the Kinect anymore. You know?
I will say this. I don't think anything you said was incorrect. And I think it's actually a really good conversation to have about, did the Wii actually hurt or help gaming? And Nintendo doesn't care because they made more money than God, you know, during that time span. But, you know, the Wii certainly ushered in motion controls to a mainstream audience. It was the first time we had seen the idea of you know, flipping around and using your golfing with it, or bowling or whatever.
Tennis.
I was actually at E3 2006. I was there when they unveiled the Wii U and had it playable for the first time. And I'll say this: the hype around the Wii U was like nothing I'd ever seen before. I remember there was a 6-hour line to play the demo for the Wii at the time, and it wrapped all the way around the convention center. It was insane. But if you look at like the collateral damage of the Wii U with the Kinect, with the PlayStation Move, and the idea of, you know, now, you know, just doing this with your phone, you know, going back and forth and playing games like that. Like, yes, motion controls were a gimmick. They were a very successful gimmick for a very short amount of time. But they cashed in when the money was right, and they did a good job. So
yeah.
Anyways, so I think that's.
I do have something to say. I don't know if I could agree that it was the worst console of all time. Like that, you started by saying that.
If I said
What
that,
about the
that's a mistake, because I don't think it's the worst console. I think it's the worst thing that could happen to happen to gaming.
No, I get what you're saying. You know, it's introducing the new era of game journalists that want to play the story, that want accessibility instead of like. I mean, I know Craig knows the era of like Mega Man and freaking, I don't know, these old games that are challenging and tough. You know, we had Dan Vask. I saw him beat Castlevania for the first time, finally killed Dracula, and it's like that's a freaking challenge. These old games the difficulties are, there is no setting. It's just that's the game, and it's just challenging to get. Like, what were you saying, Craig, about Star Fox? They would only show in the commercials the first 2 levels because most people just it was challenging. You only saw the first couple levels and like the title music because those old games were challenging, and I miss those days. And so you made a good point about how the Wii kind of brought in an entire new generation of, oh, I'm a gamer now. Like, I love to play. I've gotten a 300 on bowling all the time, so I'm an amazing gamer. And it's like, all right, meet me in Elden Ring, you know.
Well, I'll say this. Oh yes, Plabs, go ahead.
Couldn't you play, was it GameCube or something like that on the Wii? There was something else you could play with it.
There was backwards compatibility on the Wii, and that was actually a very big thing. They had the
and then they removed that on the Wii U. You couldn't do it anymore, right?
Right. There was
That also
things that they
smells
removed.
shitty.
Yeah, people were pretty pissed about that, and your games didn't transfer over that that you picked up on the Wii. But I'll say Jeremy is actually right in here. Jeremy says it's not Nintendo's fault that the companies to try to copy them failed miserably. I'm not even the biggest fan of the Wii, but it's good. But it was good for game because it saved Nintendo. And I will
That's a
say
good
this: the idea that the Wii being bad for gaming, I don't think there's anything bad about bringing potentially new gamers in. Now, some people may think they're, a gamer, right? But I think there's this like high and mighty nature of like, oh, are you a gamer? And you see all these stats attached to, it's like 55% of women today are gamers, and it's like, that's a load of shit because there's
Candy
no way.
Crush doesn't count.
Right, bingo. They're all playing on their phone. They're all playing puzzle games, and it's like, well, but like, no. The reality is that when you come down, when you talk about people who own a PlayStation 5, own an Xbox, own a Switch, that is far less than 55% of the gaming audience. That is not female. That is female. So. But I don't think that anything that brings people into a hobby or a culture is necessarily a bad thing. And because ultimately what you'll find is if 100% of those people who casually came in, maybe 5%, 3% will stick around and become the hardcore gamer, right? And that's great,
And you can't fault Nintendo for doing what they do, which is creating something new. Like, look at the Nintendo controllers over the past 20 years versus Sony's controllers or Xbox controllers. Nintendo is constantly trying to implement new things. So they came out with the Wii. I love the Wii. I'm a freaking hardcore gamer. Like, I play games all the time. I love gaming, and I enjoyed the Wii for what it was. I wouldn't be like, all right, tonight, it's Friday night, me and the boys, we're going to get down on some Wii. It's like, no, that wouldn't be the case. But when I was playing with like my nieces and nephews, Wii Tennis, and, they're beating me for the first time ever, I don't even think that actually happened. Never happened. But, it was a lot of fun. So the fun aspect of gaming was there. And Jeremy makes a good point. Just because the other companies try to do it, that really says something more about like corporate greed trying to take over something, and Craig said, just trying to get some of that money, for it's hot right now, let's try our bet on it. No, it's not gonna work. All right, well, we missed it, damn, too late.
Well, so that goes down a little deeper. I think there's a larger conversation there as well. The idea that, speaking of Jeremy, by the way, he's going to be on the show on Thursday. Jeremy, looking forward to having you.
Hey.
But I think that's like saying, hey, Dark Souls was popular, right? So people make Dark Souls clones or Dark Souls competitors because they see a hole in the market. Or Mario was really popular, so people made a lot of platformers in the 90s. Or Street Fighter 2 was really popular. Or Street Fighter 5 was popular, so Killer Instinct came out. Or, like, pick whatever genre or game you want. Or player like Battlegrounds was popular, so Fortnite, that the whole idea of Fortnite happened because Battlegrounds was popular, right? And then Fortnite adjusted. So I think that's just the idea of companies adjusting and doing what they can to, obviously get a piece of the pie, but adjusting and being fluid in business, because you have to be fluid in business. I mean, to work. So, it's a good conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that there has never been to me a console that shifted things as hard as the Wii did. It really was its own thing, and I give all the credit to Nintendo. I know Jeremy sometimes thinks I hate Nintendo. I don't hate Nintendo. I respect them because, like you said, they're always innovating. I think the GameCube controller is still like mind-blowingly good as a controller. They with what they were doing with it and stuff. I just think that what it did to the market of gaming for that stretch until companies finally gave up on this whole motion control thing, because Nintendo was the only one doing it right. And they still, I like that the Switch has like gyro controls. I think that's kind of cool for somebody like when my mom's playing and she still does this with the controller. I'm like, well, now you could do that with the controller, and it does, and stuff. So I have respect for Nintendo doing what they did, but I hated that era of gaming because of what it did and how many games I saw, get pushed to Connect or, pushed to with motion controls, or like, oh, you want to play this new game? Cool. Well, it's also going to have motion controls in it. Isn't that cool? Because we're all doing it now,
Right.
and stuff. And then when it doesn't work, a lot of these companies don't learn from their mistakes. So instead of them going, oh, it didn't work, let's, keep going with this, they just go like, oh, this franchise is dead, or this gaming franchise doesn't sell anymore because it didn't work for the Kinect. Like, goodbye, or whatever. Like one of the last Fable games we got had motion controls in it, and nobody bought it. And part of it was because Fable 3 was a trash fire too. But I don't know. That's just kind of my style. That's kind of my feeling on it. But
I love it. No, I
it's
think
my hot take. I get it.
No, I think it's a great take, and I think that'd be a really good like top 10 list of top 10 games that suffered from motion controls. Because there were games where motion controls were just kind of shoehorned into it. So, but I do want to read these off real quick. We had a couple super chats come in, and then we're going to get to some true hardcore gaming, which I know you're really going to enjoy, Adam. And in just a couple of minutes, we're going to be live. I've been told that Captain Agent is at Universal Studios now. He's going to be joining us in just a few minutes. So, very, very excited for that. But Metaphysical Mike came in with the super chat, says, "Thank you guys for being yourself. Sometimes it feels like Bowser part of sometimes it feels like the Bowser part of what's to hold ourselves back. Then Mario comes out and empowers us. We are the Mario of podcast, gaming podcast on a day-to-day basis. I like it. Sounds good. If only we can get some of that Mario monies. We need to get some sponsorships in here. Let's go. Chris came in with the super chat, says, "I started doing contract work with Lego right as things were getting good at Lego. Still am. I'm listening from the side scroller. I was listening to side scrollers back then too. Nice, Chris. Well, welcome back, big guy. Appreciate that." Infreder came in with the super chat, says, "Wii U came out in November 18th, 2012, and boy, did the Wii U suck." No argument. John Migna came in with his super chat, says, "Let's get on that Wii Adam 2023 clipped and shipped." So get Adam playing the Wii in this year, and just get you playing some nice fun games. I think that'd be good.
eBay.com.
Well, I have the Switch, and the last thing that I got for it before I stopped playing the Switch was the Wii, or not Wii Sports, but like Switch Sports. I don't know what the sports game is, but because it had bowling and tennis on it, and I'm like, you know what? I enjoyed that on Wii, so I know I can hook it up to my TV and play bowling with I don't know, whoever.
Right?
I should do it.
You should, absolutely, because everybody has that time where they were playing, like they brought the Wii over for Christmas or something, and they bowled with their grandparents. Like everybody has that experience, that was super fun. Evan says, "One hardcore game that was violent, super fun on the Wii was Mad World. It never gets the recognition it deserves." Do you guys remember Mad World?
Never heard of it.
So Mad World was a black and white game with the only color associated was like red for signage, or sorry, yellow for signage, kind of giving you direction where to go, and red for blood. It was spectacular. It was a very, very cool game, and it was very, very overlooked in the grand scheme of things. All right. Yeah. We'll need to dig into that one. That was pretty good. All right, Adam, I know you're going to appreciate this, and Mike, it sounds like you're going to appreciate this because now it's time for
a hardcore gaming.
Everybody loves hardcore gaming. That's right. You know it. Get out the rad blaster over there, or the rad gun. The rad blaster.
This is how you hold it. It's how you hold it.
Right there, ready to go. The rad blaster. I'll tell you what. No, hold on. We're gonna hold off. Breaking news.
We got breaking news.
Breaking news right now.
It's just in.
Screw that. We will come back to it in just a little bit.
It was nothing. It was someone broke wind. That's all it was.
Yeah. Damn it, Mike! Not again.
It was Blabs making a bagel.
We will get to some hardcore gaming in a minute. But right now,
bagel farts. Yeah.
Right now, I'm very excited. Coming to us straight from Los Angeles, Captain Agent, the G2 extraordinaire. There he is, coming us vertical. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, joining us from Super Nintendo World. How are you, friend?
I'm doing great. Good to see everybody. Awesome to be on the stream with everyone. But you don't want to look at my ugly mug, so let's see if we can't spin this camera around.
Look at that beard. That beard is spectacular. Good Lord. Look at that. So just to be clear, you're standing outside Super Nintendo World right now?
That is correct, yes. So that is more about what you guys want to see, I think.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yo, that's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we're
pretty
standing.
cool.
So you're standing outside. What did you have to walk to get to there? Is it like in the back of the park?
Yeah, so it is. So right there is Transformers. So it's on the
Dope.
bottom lot. So it's like past the Mummy and past Jurassic World ride.
Okay. So you walk in. It's towards the back. Now, can you actually go into the pipe, or are we going to lose connection?
We should be able to get there. So we're going to go ahead and. Here we go.
Well, here we
I
go.
figured out technology. Okay. So here we go. We are about to go through the warp pipe.
Well,
I feel
that's
like I'm there.
cool.
That's rad. Wow. Look at that.
Do,
Oh,
do, do.
snap.
I don't know. I can't make the tunnel sound.
Yeah.
It does do the doo-doo-doo.
Dun
And so
it,
now
dun
we're
it,
in
dun it.
Princess Peach's
Oh,
castle.
that's so cool.
Wow, look at that. That's freaking awesome.
Oh, can you jump through the paintings?
Try
wish.
jumping through the painting. No?
No.
Full speed.
Okay.
He tried. I respect the effort.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they change, and then they'll tell the story of the land. So Princess Peach has the golden mushroom, but Bowser Jr. steals the mushroom. So you have to do
drat.
games around the park in order to fight Bowser Jr.
Okay.
And-
Oh, here's the big reveal.
Oh, gosh, that's crazy.
Man, that's great.
Look at the
Yeah,
lines. Everyone's
It's
there.
packed. Look at that place.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
cow.
So, Captain Agent, walk us through what are we looking at there to the right? Is that a shop?
Okay, so right now this is Princess Peach's castle, so that's kind of the entrance. You kind of come out of it. There is Luigi and Mario.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Can we get an interview?
So
Yeah.
that line is a bit long. But so
All right.
that gazebo right there is where you meet Princess Peach, and then straight ahead, that warp pipe there is how you enter the Mario Kart ride. And so here, this piranha plant is one of the see the little golden key that's spinning right there. So you have to collect 3 golden keys in order to challenge Bowser Jr. This mini game, you have to run around and try to hit the clocks so that the piranha plant doesn't wake up. Over here, you have a little Goomba, and he's running around right there. You have to crank a wheel in order to make him fall down.
So just to be clear, there's little experiences inside of this world that are not just rides.
Correct. The world is interactive. So if you do those mini games, you'll learn the keys to then be able to challenge Bowser Jr. in his little miniature castle right there. There's some Pikmin, if anybody enjoys Pikmin.
Wait,
there,
so what
holding
is
up the world for you.
when you say challenge Bowser Jr., what does that mean?
So when you do that, you then go in front of one of those screens where like it kind of captures your motion. It shows like your shadow on the screen. You have to punch away bombs that are falling from the sky. You have to get fire flowers to shoot fireballs at Bowser Jr. And it's kind of an interactive little mini game as well.
Fun.
That's cool.
Oh, you can punch the bricks.
Yes,
It
so in
sounds
order
like
to do that,
Vegas. Vegas for children.
it 100%. Well, and plenty of adults too. But yeah, so you have to have one of these little wristbands, and that way you can interact with all the little fancy things. So here, I'll go punch some coin blocks for you real quick.
Now,
Don't go in the restrooms. Don't go in the
is it-
restrooms. Don't do it.
Is it Luigi? Because it's not the like the Mario. Can you get the Mario wristwatch?
Do
So
you get to
you
keep the
can-
watch as like a collectible, or do you have to give them
Yes.
back?
No, they're $40, and you get to keep them. So I chose Luigi because growing up I was always player 2 because my brother was older than me.
Love it.
So
Same.
and I grew up to be taller than him, so I'm the younger, taller brother. So it all works out.
Give
Yeah,
us
more handsome.
your best Luigi. Let's hear it.
Exactly. So you can have a Mario band, Luigi band, Yoshi, Princess Peach, Princess Daisy, or Toadstool.
That's
Captain
cool.
Agent, can you do us a favor? It
Yeah.
sounds pretty loud over there. Can you give us your best Luigi impersonation, please?
Wow.
Good
That's
effort.
pretty good. There was
So-
a real life Mario you just walked past.
Yes.
Yeah, look to the right real quick. Look to the right.
Right.
Yeah, there's a guy. There's a guy. The guy in front of you with the trousers
yes.
on. Hey, can you go
Yes.
talk to him real quick?
Ask him if his name is Mario.
Okay.
Let him know that you're live streaming to
Yes.
thousands of people right now, and I want to know his thoughts on this. His thoughts.
Excuse me. Since you're dressed like Mario, you're live, thousands of people right now on the screen. One, is your name actually Mario? No. Okay, no worries, not Mario. What do you think of the park?
I love it so far. It's been great. I'm glad we came on a weekday. It's a little less busy. I've been able to get all the points and do the 1,000 Finger Challenge already.
Awesome.
So we got a reservation for the cafe. We're going to do that. We've wait for 5 hours in order to park.
Yeah, awesome. Sounds good. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
You too.
Awesome. Great job.
So-
Great job, Captain Agent.
This
Great
is
job.
this is not busy, he said. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I was
That is
here
super
on
packed.
Friday and Saturday, and it was way more packed. Like, shoulder to shoulder. So we'll go to the gift shop here real quick.
Ooh, okay. That's great. Benjamin in the chat says,
Whoa.
"Perfect father." Oh my
I
gosh.
want to go shopping.
What are the prices look like for this stuff? Is it expensive?
So I can slide on through here real quick.
I would say it's
So,
probably
like-
theme park pricing.
Yeah, so a miniature plushie here of Yoshi, you're looking at 18 bucks.
30. Oh, okay.
30 bucks for the bigger one.
Yow.
Um,
Yowza.
as far as like a shirt, you're looking at $30 for a shirt.
Okay.
Crazy.
All right. 30. It's crazy. Well, $30 is actually like I know it sounds crazy, but it's actually kind of standard, for like a
Yeah.
license type shirt nowadays. So,
Mhm.
if you go to Disney or whatever, you'd see that. And as pointed out in the chat by Tom Berry, not bad for LA for sure. Travis says the constant block pounding would drive me insane.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where if you have the express pass, the unlimited one, you can go in and out as much as you want versus having to get into a virtual queue or anything like that. And taking a break from this land is definitely suggested, in my opinion. Just to let your ears sort of calm down a bit.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you. Let me do a quick reset. If you guys are just popping in, hello. We're joined by Captain Agent, who is a community member, G2 community member. He's live at Super Nintendo World right now in LA, and we also have Epic Mike joining us today, which is awesome. Mike, what are your thoughts on all this, man?
Oh, you muted Mike.
You're muted,
Sorry.
Mike.
Mike's missing.
Yeah, sorry, I was eating a bagel sandwich. When I was looking at that, when I first heard about it, I was like, how awesome is this actually going to be? Like, that seems like that's a tough thing to tackle. But dude, looking at just the park itself and even the shops and everything, oh my gosh, they nailed the aesthetic, the feeling of it. And to be honest, as obnoxious as a coin sound really is, it's cool that it's constantly going. That means that everybody in the park is involved in things. Everybody looks like they're having a good time. And yeah, to see a grown man dress up like Mario, I think says a lot about the audience that's going to be there as far as people being excited and stuff. But it's way bigger than I thought it was going to be too. That's nuts. Yeah.
All right, let's go back to Captain Agent. Captain Agent. So we have this looks like it's the cafe, and it looks like there's a giant line.
Oh, yes. You have to have reservations right now.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You get nothing to work for you. Hopefully the glare's not too bad. You can see kind of like the Princess Peach cupcake you can get.
Have you tried any of the food?
I have. So the Toadstool cheesy garlic knots are good. They have a spicy fireball marinara spaghetti that was tasty. The Princess Peach cupcake is standard cupcake, but it's enormous, so that kind of helps. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They also have
and-
a exclusive drink for this area. That's it's got sort of the little boba jellies at the bottom that are star shaped.
Okay. All right. Looks like your reception isn't as good towards the back of the park right here. Just give you a heads up, but we can still hear you fine. If you want to make your way closer to the front of the park or front of it, that'd be great. while you make your way up there, let us know. Have you ridden the rides?
Yes. So there's only one ride in this version of Super Nintendo World. It's the Mario Kart ride. It's interesting because you wear like a visor that adds augmented reality. So all of the characters are in the AR. They're blazing around you, coming into your view, coming out of your view. And the concept is that you're on Team Mario and you're trying to help Team Mario win by shooting shells at the Team Bowser drivers. So you can actually aim your head and hit buttons on the cart in order to hit them with shells.
Wow.
And you're trying to collect coins and hit them and that kind of thing. The ride itself
because of
is
the
very
Wii.
slow moving. What was that?
I was gonna say the Wii is the reason all of this exists.
Yeah, very much so.
We owe it all to the Wii.
So
Yeah, and
do you did you like the ride? Was it pretty awesome?
it's definitely an experience. Like, it's something that I would definitely suggest, especially if you're a Nintendo fan, to try it out sometime, right? It's very cool, but would I wait again 3 hours for it? No. That was a pretty long wait. But it is a very cool experience. It's slow moving, but they shoot a lot of air at you, kind of like Space Mountain, to try to make it feel like it's faster than it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it is definitely a cool experience, but it's like a souped up version of Toy Story Mania or Buzz Lightyear Blasters at Disneyland.
Awesome. Well, just real quick, like 30 seconds on your just overall thoughts. Is it worth the trip out to be a part of it? Is it? I mean, is this everything everything a Nintendo fan would ever want to see, or is it just kind of like a starting point?
I think that if you're a Nintendo super fan, definitely worth it, right? Especially if you love Mario Kart and that kind of thing. Similar to, I would say the same thing if you're a Harry Potter fan, right? Is it worth it to come to Universal Studios for Harry Potter? If you're a diehard Potter fan, yeah, go for it. You're gonna love it. If you're a cursory fan, come out and see it when you're out here versus making a trip to go see it would be my suggestion personally.
Awesome. Well, Captain Agent, we appreciate you coming in and sharing this experience with us, man. Awesome stuff. Big ups to Captain Agent for making his way all the way out to LA for us.
The crowd loves it.
Double crowd fun, man. But Captain Agent, thank you so much. If we can get a shot of you one more time of your spectacular beard,
Sure.
That'd be great. And then we'll say au revoir to you. And then we'll. But yes, G2's big ups to Captain Agent right there. Where is he? Oh, he's gone. If he pops back in,
Bowser Jr. found him. Yeah.
He got him. Well, that was very, very cool. I love that. And G2's hopefully, obviously the reception is what it is, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And that is the fun stuff that I want to see happen here on Side Scrollers as well. Oh, he's joining us one more time. Let's see.
Did anyone else hear the Mario death sound when he disappeared?
There he is. Captain Agent, real quick. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate it. Awesome stuff. And I'll hit you up on Discord and just say thanks again, buddy. I really appreciate you.
No worries. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.
All right. Great stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Great dude. Love it. Awesome, man. Spectacular.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was
it really
cool.
felt like you were walking into some sort of digital space. I mean, imagine no people there. Like if you went and it was empty and it was just the world, it would have really felt like you were going into the game. It's cool.
Yeah,
Even with all the
100%.
people, it had that vibe. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. While we were taking a look at Super Nintendo World there, and once again, big ups to Captain Agent for making that happen. He actually invited me to come with him, and I was like, he invited me like 6 weeks ago. But I was like, I'm starting this show, and I can't miss any days, and blah blah blah. So, so I'm glad he was able to make it happen though. So, But while we were doing that, Jay Marks gifted 5 memberships over on YouTube, which is outstanding. One to Josh, Snotlips, Robert Lawrence, Jeremy, and one more in there, which I, for some reason, can't read. M. Freder also gifted a sub to Rad Hazy, or a membership. Appreciate those gifts, guys. That's incredible, and we really appreciate that. Trucker Rob also came in with a $2 super chat. Says, Mike, what'd you do? Your hair is gone.
Cut it all off. Yeah.
It's all gone.
How long has it been like that, Mike?
Since Sunday. I gotta get it.
Oh, okay.
I
Recent.
probably have to get it redone like every week. Yeah. I don't take care of it like I'm supposed to. So.
The fro. I miss
you're
the fro.
Yeah. Well, because like when you get braids and stuff, you're supposed to like, wear stuff on your head and stuff to like keep it from getting all frizzy at night and all that stuff. It's a lot of work, but
Yeah.
Maybe I should work on.
Yeah.
Should work on braiding mine too. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how. It
Yeah,
looks.
yeah.
Get the Justin Bieber. I'm getting used to the hair like that now. Like now every week he just comes in and his hair's like in his eyes and he's just like,
No, he's got to.
Like
He's
a
got to go a
different color
little
or
longer
something?
every episode. Just like a new wig. You know.
I'm not used
And
to
like
seeing his
that on
chair
his
behind Mike.
shoulders and, yeah.
Next month it'll be like halfway down his back.
What's up, Labs?
Oh, so I'm not used to seeing like a chair behind you. You never see that.
I know. Well, the chair's
That's
back.
I keep
True.
thinking it's like a part of your hair, like extra braid just coming down to the sides or something, like longer ones. But no, it's your chair.
Yeah, I love this chair. Yeah.
Hey, Captain Agent, who just reported live for us, has
Yep.
gifted 10 memberships.
Wow.
Over on
Wow.
YouTube. That is
Captain
awesome.
Agent, thank you for that.
What a sweet dude, and with a spectacular beard.
That's
Hey, if you guys got gifted a membership over on YouTube, make sure you guys say thank you. That is awesome. All right, do you want to? We'll go a couple more minutes here, Mike. If you got the time, do you have the time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, great. Then let's get into this hardcore gaming here. This is really important, and we were talking about excellent gaming experiences. Blabs found this on Twitter the other day, and I can't think of anything more hardcore than what you're about to see right now. This is insane. Check this out. This is the ultimate, maybe the ultimate gaming experience. Mike, I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm going to pull down the music because I don't want to get flagged. Check this bad boy out, this racing game.
Wow.
It kind of looks like Wipeout a little bit.
Now this is pod racing.
Yeah.
You ever play Wipeout?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
You can see it, right? A little Wipeout.
I can see that. Yeah, that would be kind of dope. Yeah,
Dude.
I prefer that almost to like this is cool, but like playing like Wipeout. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
In
Like
this
it's
rig.
legitimate. Oh, like how much do you think that would cost, that gaming setup?
Like 50
Probably-
grand.
Yeah, I was just gonna say 40 grand was my first instinct.
Upkeep just to play it once probably costs you like thousands of dollars just for the
Right.
electricity alone, and yeah.
I mean, you look at all the different moving parts here, down, everything attached here. I was talking the other day about pinball games and how much upkeep they have, and then you look at something like this, and it's like, what? The amount of
Yeah.
moving parts and everything goes. Not, there's moving parts here. There's moving parts here. There's hydraulics here. There's moving parts in here that got to be transferred. All the amount of data. And then, by the way, the custom gaming experience, like this is a one of one gaming experience here. But it's crazy to think about.
I'm curious why wouldn't they just go full VR with this? They have the screen which is in front of you, and it's all interactive, but all the rest of your environment is there. So why wouldn't they actually slap on a VR helmet, and then suddenly you're playing any racing game? I have a racing game in VR, and it is so freaking fun to race in VR because again, you're seated in something. So sitting down and racing in VR is very comfortable. It doesn't feel like you're supposed to be moving. You're seated in a car and then you're racing around. So it's very natural to get used to it. So with this, you're still seated, you're racing, but man, how cool would that be is if you actually felt the movements while you're in that world. Dude, I'm shocked there's no VR helmet there.
Well, let me tell you why. I just picked this up while you were telling this. This right here, this idea that this doesn't matter. This is bullshit. This is all fake. You can watch it as he turns. He has no control over this.
Yeah.
Zero.
Oh.
This
It's not real.
No, this is as you watch this again and watch how he's on rails the entire time. You'll see because he's gonna shift right there. So he turns it, and all that did was turn this prompt off. Because when he turned, now look at the delay attached to it. Now it turns. There's like a good half second delay. And if you notice, like he's moving, but he's actually not doing anything. All it is just
Yeah,
So-
disappointing.
yeah. You just pop the bubble.
sorry,
I'm sad.
my fault. I got to ruin it for everybody.
You know, in like Ready Player One, where they had like where everyone was kind of like stationed in like little areas, and there was like a thing around them. I've seen that where like actual people have that, and you can
Yeah, I've
like
seen
run in
those.
place and stuff like that. That is cool because that's like a whole bunch of like physical activity you could do. Even it'll mess up your eyes eventually because you'll be on that thing like all day long.
I
But
do
that
want
would
to
be
try
something
those.
I would do.
You
That'd be
wear
so
you
cool.
wear like the bowling shoes with like the slick pads on the bottom, so
Uh-huh.
you can actually like run. So
Mhm.
being able to like move forward while you're trying to move forward with actually walking forward, because you have the straps, so you can't actually physically go forward.
Yeah.
I'm curious how Craig would handle that, because I know that I'm serious. Is one of my life goals to get Craig to enjoy VR. I've decided since we started discussing VR, which I don't know, it was like a week and a half ago, and
New life goal.
bucket list thing. I seriously near the top is like getting Craig to play VR and enjoy himself.
Well, I'll say this: if and when we do our side scrollers event, right, and
Yeah.
we're all there hanging out, I will we will do a Craig plays VR event, and you guide me through a VR thing. We'll do a little show, and we'll have it
Love
on
it.
screen, and it'll be one of those things. It'll be great. I can't.
Mike, have you played VR? Do you enjoy VR?
So I haven't had a lot of experience with VR, honestly.
Okay.
I'm not against it because I've heard people that I trust say that it's really good where it is now versus where like it used to be. So
Okay.
I'm kind of curious. Plus, that's apparently the only way I'm ever going to get any more Half-Life in my life because Half-Life Alyx is VR. So I'm kind of curious to see what it's like, But yeah, that watching that where it's like you're basically just kind of sitting in like a chair. And you're like, I'm interacting. It's like, no, you're not. And you're like, yeah, I am. And you're like, no, you're not. Versus like actual VR where you're actually interacting and like watching how that is. That I do kind of dig that, especially where the technology is nowadays. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm with you. For me, it's I don't think it's necessarily the seeing point of VR. It's like it's having the headphones on. Like I feel totally enclosed whenever I play VR.
Mhm.
Almost more than the enclosure of the hair over my eyes.
And then they
But,
hurt your face too.
you get a little like claustrophobic.
I just don't like games to me are a social experience. And I know that Adam talks about the social experience of VR games and stuff like that. But for me, I like the idea of being next to somebody, accomplishing something, looking over them, being like, yeah, or
Oh, yeah.
talking smack or whatever.
But I've got that in VR. So like,
I know,
and I got the shit talking too because that game Riggs. It was like that arena mech warfare, and like me and my buddy, we would go at it, dude, and we would have these freaking battles. And he's a good player, so like we always had to watch our backs because like we're both good. So any one of us could have the advantage, and it was a lot of fun. I have great memories of that.
I think, gaming has evolved a lot. I mean, and so is how we, socially connect. Because I remember LAN parties, and I remember like everybody that had their Xboxes or PlayStations, specifically more Xboxes because of Halo. But like, yeah, we'd all pack them up. We'd go to the house, and you figure out how to connect it all. Big tournaments, and you had to stay up till 4 a.m. because we did all that work. Like you got to put that work in, and those were always really fun. And I don't know that we'll ever get back to that point. I don't know that we'll ever see something like that. So it is kind of cool to see something like VR, be able to connect people again in the way of like feeling like, oh, I'm in the like, approximate same room as this person, even though we're not. But like being able to connect like that or whatever, and that kind of fun. Also, just the immersiveness of it. I actually personally. I would like the idea of being able to like feel like I'm actually immersed in the world. Like the more I'm aware that it's not, the less interested I would be in it. So the idea that it like covers your eyes and ears is kind of cool. But I don't know if you ever heard the story about the guy that got really into VR and he got robbed. But
no.
yeah, there was a guy.
Really?
He was gaming and he was doing VR and he was like playing with his headset. He couldn't hear anything, couldn't see anything. And some guys, they broke into his apartment, and this is not even a joke. And they saw him sitting there, And they were just like, whatever, we'll just leave him because he doesn't know we're in here. And yeah, they went to his room and they stole his computer and they stole a bunch of stuff out of his house right when he was there. So he gets done and he takes off his headset and he looks and his door's sitting wide open and there's like a bunch of stuff missing in his house. Yeah, it was.
That sucks.
Funny. Yeah, when
What
they
an
called the cops,
idiot.
they're like, "What? You were in your apartment when they did it?" He's like, "Yeah, I had like a VR thing on, so I couldn't see him." They're like, "A what?" Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That's
yeah.
embarrassing. I was home when they robbed me and I didn't know.
I was sitting right there and I didn't even know. Yeah.
What an idiot. God, I love it. Imfredder came in with 10 more gifted memberships
awesome.
over on YouTube. Man, those gifted memberships are massive, guys. Thank you so
They
much.
really are. Thank you.
Genuinely appreciate it. If you guys get gifted a membership from Imfredder, make sure you guys say thank you. That is incredibly nice to see a lot of you guys saying thank you. So that's awesome. Thank you guys very much for those 10 gifted memberships. All right, let's finish up with one more frightening story. Pretty terrifying, really, when you think about it. I want to go to Florida. This has nothing to do with video game news at all. This was pulled from Travis the other day. Travis, by the way, Travis, how you doing, buddy? All right, sounds good.
He's doing good.
I always like to check in with Travis. I love it. All right, let's go over and check this out. Mike, I always like to get our guest reactions to these things. This is I just want to watch. Just show it to you guys. Check this out. We have an alligator.
Oh.
And it is breaking through the wire fence like it's hot butter. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
Oh my gosh, no.
Listen, they only belong on like leather boots, belts, and food. Get rid of them. I hate them.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Dude.
I gotta
Yeah.
question the integrity of that fence, though. I'll be honest. I've seen shit fences before that are like hollow metal that aren't like solid iron. And I have a feeling this is less impressive than it looks, because you could go to Walmart and get the cheapest black fence that looks like that, and it's like the shittiest metal that you can find, like thin aluminum spray painted black.
Sure.
That's the vibe I'm getting from this.
That's
But-
still crazy.
Right. It's still like, look, when he sticks his nose through there and he's just able to separate it like it's nothing, like he's slicing through a bagel like that. Whoosh. I mean, that's just nuts to think about. And I mean, you go at a certain point, you go, how safe are we really?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, that's the thing. This thing is like pure muscle. Like things like that in like nature, they're like, it's like being scared of like a lion or cat. Like you're like, oh, it's just a big cat. It's like, no, that thing is like built
It will
to kill
eat you.
It's designed to do this. It's like, I don't know
Yes.
anything else. Like, yeah. And then you look at something like that, which like, cause people forget like those alligators and stuff, they're fast, like faster than you think that they are and stuff. Like that's
Even on
scary to
land.
me. Yeah. It's like, oh my gosh. They're just like, I don't really want to be in here anymore. We're just going to go through the fence. And you're like, oh, okay, man. Like, but I also do agree with Adam. Like the fence probably was not built. They're like, oh, what's an alligator going to do? Start pushing its way through. But like now that that's happened, they realize they probably should do something different about that fence. Cause that is scary stuff. I don't want to mess with that at all. No, forget that.
Just another instance of Florida. Florida.
Florida.
Yeah, that's why Florida.
got a
Man,
lot of-
yeah.
Florida man is a spectacular cultural
Meme.
phenomenon, to say the
Yeah.
least. So, well, that was awesome. So, anyways, yeah, there you go. And it may have been. That's right. Goblins and Ghosts. It may be made in China. That fence. Chances are, probably was. Probably
Chinese
was.
steel,
for sure.
yeah.
Yep.
Weasel says, "This is exactly how I get to my house when I'm drunk."
Nice.
Love it. Infredder, thank you so much for that membership. That is awesome. Says glad to support side scrollers would support more, but Zola the dog isn't cheap. Yes, pups are expensive, especially when they are sick. Well, that was fun, man. What a fun show today. I really enjoyed this one. Mike, do you where can everybody find you? I see obviously the Epicverse Studio stuff behind you. Want to tell everybody about that and everything? What's going on with that?
Yeah, so Epicverse Studios is a production studio that I started with my buddy Josiah. You can catch him on YouTube under Josiah Rises. We have been talking and friends and lovers of movies for a long time. And
Did you say you were lovers? Friends
yeah,
and lovers?
That is exactly what just happened.
yeah,
I heard
we're
that.
lovers.
Clip it.
Yeah,
Clip it.
you can absolutely clip that. Yeah,
Time
please-
stamp,
lovers.
1
please clip
hour
that.
29
There's no
minutes.
shame here. There's no shame, no judgment, because we're making movies together, and that's what matters. Yeah, very specific kinds of movies. Yeah. Brokeback Mountain 2. Yeah. No. So we just decided we were like, dude,
Brokeback
you know
Mike.
the way the culture's going, the way movies are going. You know, we want to see entertainment and stories done the right way, and you know, storytelling has been a staple of human culture since humans were around. So we really wanted to get back to that and just start telling good stories and stuff. So we started a production studio. We're working on a lot of projects right now. I don't have any definitive answers, but I'll tell you what, you go to epicverse.tv and go check it out. There's some awesome merch on the site. But also there is a section where it has a bunch of coming soon. Every single coming soon is a project that we're working on right now. And when it's ready to go, you guys will know about it. You guys will see it. I won't shut up about it. So I want you guys to go check it out. And yeah, you can also catch me on Twitch.
I'm hyped.
Under the_epic_Mike. But yeah, dude, you know, and the cool thing is, I will say this about Epicverse. You know, we've had some, you know, we've already collabed with like Drunk 3PO. We've collabed with Ryan Kennel. We've got some other people coming on some projects and stuff like that. But one of the people that I have been most anticipating, and I've talked to him about it multiple times. I want him to know he's always at the top of our list, is our boy Adam. We've talked about working together on a project for a long time. And I just told him, I just want the right project. And we'll get him in there. So
Does it include a nail gun? Because I got one.
Well, now that you got a nail gun, it's gonna have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
The poster's gonna have that.
but yeah,
It's
so,
just,
yeah,
red gun.
I'm just like this.
yeah. It has nothing to do, like in the movie, no nail gun, nothing.
Like
But
about
in the
gardening or
poster, He's just
something.
standing there with it. Yeah.
Well, we could just have it in the background, you know, like, oh, he's got that DeWalt nail gun. Nice. All right. Has nothing to do with the story, but it's in the background.
Yeah, it's a period piece, but he just pulls that out. He's like, I found this. Yeah. Yeah.
What is this ancient device? How does it How does it work?
Oh God, no! Don't do
Yeah,
it.
right.
Next to the
Stop that.
eyes.
Stop staring at that.
There's no battery in it or nails.
It doesn't matter.
guys.
It's the same thing with a gun. You don't point the gun at your
Oh.
face at any time. Gun safety.
It's
Nail
too
gun
rad.
safety.
Gun safety 101.
It's too rad to, yeah. Adam and his nail gun, they're psychically linked. It would never.
Craig
Yeah, we're
almost just
good.
had a
We're
heart
good.
attack over there. He's like, ah,
What
not
was
on my
that?
stream.
What was that?
It's like,
You would never hurt me. You just told me it would never hurt me.
yeah.
Oh, I just did you see just total side note? Did you see the video going around of the guy who's like playing with a gun? He ends up shooting a hole through his hand.
No.
He's like, it's so funny. He's hanging out, and it's like he's got like a little girl to his right and stuff, and it's a third world country. They're just like hanging out, and he's got a gun. And he's got a big old hole right through his hand, and his fingers just kind of like barely
Ew.
hanging on. That's what I imagine was going to happen with Adam right there with his nail
With
gun,
his
putting it at his face. Yeah. Just-
Ew.
Goodness gracious.
we would end up on stream fails, that's for sure.
Well, I know it's not loaded, and I know it's got no battery, and
Jiminy Christmas.
yeah.
I'm guessing that's probably
Oh.
one of the ones too where you actually have to have it pressed up to get something to fire it too.
You also, yeah, you also have to press the thing in and pull the trigger. There's a lot of things that need to happen.
Yes.
Uh,
It's really hard to kill yourself with
So.
one of those, and if you do it, you were really trying because that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
Was there a
All
scene
right.
was there a scene in John Wick? Wasn't there a scene in John Wick where he used a nail gun? There was some movie where they used a nail
Equalizer.
gun recently.
Equalizer. yeah.
Equal.
yeah.
I think the
How-
Equalizer. Am I
I think
right?
it was
Is it
Equalizer
Equalizer?
that he used
Yeah.
the nail gun. Yeah.
Yeah, Equalizer. Great movie. Great movie.
Yeah.
Denzel, man. Denzel Washington. What a G.
Yeah.
Right. I know
May-
it's not
arguably-
loaded.
One of the best actors out there right now.
Of all time. Yeah. Absolutely. Dude, the fact that guy can do Shakespeare, I talk about this ad nauseum. I actually like if Denzel's doing Shakespeare, I'm watching it. Like, and you don't say that about like a
If
lot of
Denzel's
actors,
doing
but
anything, I'm watching it.
that's true. Yeah, he's amazing. Guys,
I mean,
yeah,
It's Denzel.
it's Denzel.
He's
Yeah.
a freaking G.
He's a freaking king, man. He's
Assault
awesome.
nail gun, yeah.
GK
I-
says,
You
You
didn't- assault
You didn't
nail
see
gun.
nothing, GK. You calm your tits, man. It's not an assault rad gun. I actually did take the B off. I don't know if you here. Wait, I'm bringing it to the camera. You got to see it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you're witnessing live the removal of the B, and now it just says rad. It says Rad Nailer.
Rad Nailer.
That'd be a great name for a porn star, Brad Nailer or Rad Nailer.
Adam's secret name is Rad Nailer.
Rad Nailer.
No.
Hey.
So this Rad Nailer is this side. The porn. It still says Brad Nailer on the other side. I couldn't take his name away from him.
If only your name wasn't
that's
Brad right there.
That's his
it'd be perfect
previous
for it.
life. All right, he left that life behind. Now
Listen.
he's the Rad Nailer.
Now he's the Rad Nailer. Yeah.
Mike,
Everyone
you
wants a piece of the Rad Nailer. Anyway, sorry.
you have your. I'm saying you have your name for his character in whatever you
God,
decide
no.
to do.
No,
The
shut
Rad
up,
Nailer.
shut up,
Name's
Greg.
Brad
No.
Nailer.
Brad Nailer.
Well, now we kind of have to do it though.
It's just one. Yeah. We're
That's
just gonna have
awesome.
him build a set for us. Like, yeah. This is for the movie. Yeah. And he's like, you sure? Yeah.
Trucker Rob says, "Adam, don't hurt yourself. I still have to buy coffee." That's right. There you go.
Thank you, Trucker Rob. Yeah,
I have a
Coffee.com.
question for
it's
Craig.
delicious.
Oh, yes.
You need to full screen yourself with your wig and then hold up your bagel so that way you
Wig?
can your bagel
Hold the-
photo.
hold the
That way,
bagel up.
You know, they can have fun with your memes.
Okay, hold on.
And don't forget to smile. There you go.
Now act like you're taking a bite out of it. That's horrible.
Ah,
Do it from the top. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you're welcome, internet.
There you go, internet.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
listen, I
Have
look
him
like.
have him biting the weirdest things, please.
Please go crazy.
Yeah,
Who's that?
You're
who's
welcome
that-
for that.
who's
Good
the
job,
country-
Blab.
Yeah, great job, Blab.
Good-
There was
good
there was a country star who's from Australia who had hair just like this.
Keith Urban?
Is that
Oh,
who
he's
it
from
is?
New Zealand, isn't he?
Yeah. Like this is Keith Urban here.
Same thing.
For sure.
I'm
Yeah,
sure I
whatever.
triggered somebody just now.
Same thing. The Kiwis are yelling at you.
Yeah.
And Captain Philly came up with 100 bits. Says ban high capacity assault rad nailers. There you go. Thank you so
I
much,
mean,
Captain Philly.
I don't know how many rounds can fit in there, but that's a lot. That's a lot. This got weird. Good. That means it was a good show.
It was a good show. All right. With that said, it is time to say adieu and say goodbye. But we will be heading over to Patreon for a very special extended show as we continue our post show. Once again, I encourage you guys to head over to patreon.com/side-scrollers to continue the fun over there. We look forward to seeing you guys there. Thank you very much to Epic Mike for joining us today. Make sure you guys go find him in all of his fun endeavors with Epicverse Studios and finding him streaming on Twitch. I thank Blabs for being here as well. Blabs, great job today.
Thanks.
I appreciate you making me bite the fake donut.
Anytime. Bagel,
and-
not donut.
and-
Correct.
I forced you to bite it, by the way. That was my idea.
Speaking of forced to bite, how about you take a big old bite of your cake right now to finish up
Eat the
there?
cucumber.
Oh, look how good it looks right now. Look at that
You don't
slice.
wanna
Photo?
ruin in the
Doesn't
Doesn't it
integrity.
look delicious?
No, it
Don't
doesn't. Not at all.
ever diss the smorgastorta, okay?
Yeah.
The
How do you even spell
smorgastorta.
that?
don't even know.
Smorgastorta.
Listen, during the post show,
A lot of
Adam
umlaut.
will eat the smorgastorta. I promise you
What?
that. But with that
Who
said,
No.
people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the next episode of Side Scrollers, 11 a.m. Central Time, noon Eastern. You guys have a great day. Twitch, we'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
Fatality.
We'll see you guys in just a little bit. YouTube, we'll see you guys over at Patreon. You guys have an excellent day. Appreciate all you guys being a part of our day, and thank you guys so much for the gifted subs. We'll see you guys later on YouTube. See you on Patreon right now.
Fatality.
More fatality.